Hello everybody, and welcome to a special edition of That's Right, I Said It on the Record. I'm just going to go ahead and do a quick little warning. This may very well be the most angry and probably most vulgar video we've done to date. If you are offended by harsh language and stuff like that, go ahead and turn us off. I wouldn't be watching this with any small children in the room, because tonight we're talking about a very, very serious topic for us, and that is the 9/11 conspiracies.
Yeah, normally, us, we're all about fun and games and joking and making things, light on the subject. Well, no, not with this one. No games, no bullshit. What you're about to hear is the from the heart and soul of Josh Hatchell and Carlos Berger. Not three-ball Josh and Carlos Octavian. Two people, a former soldier that was out there during these times, and how we feel about the other bullshit that's going on right now.
As many of you may know, there's fucking a shitload of conspiracy theories about the attacks on September 11, stating that it was in fact the U.S. government who was in fact in charge of these attacks. Obviously, in a 10-minute video, we can't hit every one of these points. We'd actually be doing about 20 damn videos if we wanted to hit every one. So we're going to hit a lot of the big ones.
Number one, the biggest one, I guess you could say, was that the World Trade Centers were rigged with controlled demolition, and that they exploded and imploded with the help of, well, I don't know how many different versions, with bombs that were placed the night before, that the government helped shut it down. Bush's family was in charge of security, and they hired, I don't know, fucking monkeys to come in and put bombs. I don't give a damn. Bottom line, it ain't true.
Alright, Bush took office in January of 2001, so this happened about 8 months later. Do you think something of that magnitude, as far as, the controlled demolition and stuff like that, could have been done in 8 months? Fuck no. No. Okay? And let's mention, alright, the reason, a lot of people are saying, certain parts were cut off, or shut off, for whatever reason. All the bomb sniffing dogs were taken out and stuff like that. And this is in fact true. And the reason being is because they had received a few threats over the phone, about bomb threats and stuff like that. So that's why the dogs were in there in the first place. Now, the reason the dogs were suddenly pulled out is because they were pulled out suddenly after they realized it was just a dry threat. Do you realize how many tons of explosives it would take to bring down those towers? Not to mention the literally miles of detonation cord. All right, and the big thing is they talk about, when you watch the video of the towers falling, you can see puffs of smoke coming out of certain windows and stuff like that.
It's called air.
Exactly.
From inside the building. As the building's collapsing, the air's got to go somewhere, douchebags. It's going outside the window. It's going to go out
the weakest point, which is the windows. Now, and the air's coming out in random spots. Anybody who knows fucking anything about controlled demolition knows that you don't just throw a bunch of explosives in random spots. You have to clear everything out and then place them in very specific spots.
And I don't know anything about controlled demolition, but I know two things before we move on. One, it's not going to take one night for them to lay all that type of groundwork. And two, even if by some miracle the best demolition team in the world could do it in one night, they definitely couldn't predict the trajectory of a plane that hit in that location where the bombs were going to go off.
Plus the fact that when they cleaned up and everything like that, there was no blasting caps, no unused detonation cord found, which you will find in controlled demolition.
Bottom line, didn't exist.
Next topic.
Point. It wasn't a plane that hit the Pentagon.
Bullshit. Alright, they're talking about how it was such a small hole and stuff like that, only a rocket could have made such a... Here's the thing, the plane did not crash into the side of the Pentagon. It flew into the Pentagon. and it flew right into the Pentagon. All right, that's just, and so the wings broke off and stuff like that, and it was covered with debris. That's why you didn't see a whole lot of plane in the pictures of it and shit like that.
And never mind the thousands of people that were probably in rush hour traffic. For all of you who live in the DC area know exactly what I'm talking about, that actually probably saw the damn thing fly into the Pentagon.
Give me a goddamn break. All right, the big thing for me, all right, and the huge facilitator of these theories is a video called Loose Change, made by some little punk kid named Dylan Avery and his two buddies. All right, the fact that those two are still alive, that there is proof that the government had nothing to do with it. Don't you think that if the government did that, they have no regard for American lives? Why would these three punks and their families be any different from the 3,000 that died in the plane crashes and the towers and the Pentagon?
Bottom line, if 3,000 people, 3,000 plus, and all the people that died in 9/11 are expendable, their three little punk asses are definitely expendable because they cracked the quote-unquote Da Vinci Code. They will be wiped out so fast, it will be fucking Dylan Avery who? They wouldn't exist anymore.
Exactly. You think, they have the fucking technology to shut down the website as soon as it came up, because I'm sure they'd have had something, they would have known about it as soon as it popped up.
And another conspiracy fucking leader that makes me just want to punch him in his face is Alex Jones. He's a radio talk show host. I don't know, whatever. I'm in retard radio. I don't know whatever it's called, but he's all into the whole conspiracy theory and new world order and, global domination. Please, Mr. Jones, from here at TRISIOTR headquarters, no fun and games. Put a bullet to your head. Just kill yourself, please.
Absolutely.
Bottom line, here it is. There is no such thing. There are no 9/11 conspiracy theories. It was a tragedy, but it happened.
Let's talk about the Flight 93 thing. Allegedly, it was reported that Flight 93 actually landed in like fucking Cincinnati or some shit like that. Here's the deal with that one. It was in fact reported by the air traffic controllers that Flight 93 had landed there, but it was as soon as they reported it, they actually, took that back. Oh, my bad, it was some other flight. It was like 1987 or some shit like that.
It's called turning off the transponder.
Both of the black boxes from Flight 93 were found by the crash site. It's the fucking truth. Including, with all the voice of, what the pilots were saying in the cockpit, the terrorists that tried to take over the plane and stuff like that. All that was recorded, found in both of the black boxes on Flight 93 in Pennsylvania.
And as far as finding bodies, as far as everyone with that little thing, I'm sure if you crash at 500 miles an hour into the damn dirt, yeah, you're going to be in the whole piece too.
It was a friggin', it used to be a landfill or something like that, so the dirt was real soft. So part of the plane did in fact get, buried under the dirt. Plus, if you notice, if you look at the pictures, because there's no plane pieces around there, there's trees right by there. There's a lot of broken trees, so I imagine a lot of them went to the fucking forest. In fact, I think I read something like 95% of the plane was in fact found.
Bottom line, you can't stress it enough. Conspiracy theorists around the world, please hear the words that are about to come out of my mouth. Die.
There's a website out there that actually goes by point synopsis on every point they made on the Loose Change bullshit video. I'm going to post it in the description of this video. Any of you who's still skeptical, by all means, please fucking email me so that I can tell you how retarded you are and tell you what the explanation was behind it.
And I'm personally extending an invitation to anyone who wants to argue this point. Please leave a comment. Please.
Now I'm going to finish real quick for all those of you who still think the $20 bill contains evidence of, the 9/11 attacks. $20 bill was actually designed 47 years before there was ever a World Trade Center. So suck it, and I'm fucking done.
Grow up, people.